Good evening, everyone. As you can see, it's dark out. First video of the day. Yesterday we left Uncle Craig. We drove a couple hours east, spent the night there, got up, drove about a half hour to meet a gentleman we met about a year ago, him and his family. Met him through YouTube, our channel. Ron. Good to sit down and spend some time with him. Oh, we spent a couple hours sitting there just bullshitting with him, drank some coffee, headed out of there midday. Drove across the mountains east toward Konkan. We are now, I don't even know, somewhere. Where are we at? Sumpit? Where are we at?
Right now, we're here at the Pupaman. Ampher Pupaman, Konkan. It's pretty next to another province, Phetchabun and Phitsanulok.
Like literally a kilometer that way, next province, because we crossed a bridge right here before the hotel. This is our little hotel we're at. I think it's only 2 units right now. They're building several more on the other side behind us. Some neighbors pulled in there. They had just had a bar. Oh, they got it up on the table now. They got a barbecue. They're doing their own little outdoor grilling tonight. Kind of nice little place. Got our own little plunge pool. They got one over there. They got the curtains all pulled on theirs. We were clear in the back, so works for us. We just went down, grabbed some street vendor food here. Oh, she's got it out on the plate. And change it up a little bit tonight. Sing
something
in honor of you, Aussie Mark. But yeah, it's our only video of the day. Nice new place, but there is zero place in here to put a computer or baggage or anything, and there's no TV. But that's it. A bed, a bath, and a TV. Strange. But anyhow, we're just going to sit down here and have something to eat, drink a couple beers. Well, actually, I get done eating. I'm going to go change my panties and jump in the pool.
Jump in the pool. Sit
there and drink a couple sings. Tomorrow, we are going to get up. We got about a 4-hour drive. We're going to meet a gentleman that we've been in contact with, I don't even know, probably almost a couple of years. He started building his house a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to go down there and see his house build. I think he's putting out videos, but I've been on the road for over a week. I haven't seen a recent video, but anyhow, whatever. Get off the camera. We'll just show you. As I said before we left, I was going to have a couple house build videos. Today, we're on site with a gentleman that we've been in contact for, I don't even know, a year, 2 years? I don't even know.
Yeah, since you started dropping dirt, I suppose.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. But this is Paul. And you're from Australia, correct?
Australia.
Whereabouts in Australia?
Currently out of Canberra.
Canberra.
Which is the capital of Australia.
Okay.
Just south of Sydney by about 3 hours.
Okay. And how'd you end up in Thailand? And
I've been coming here for about 15 years. I used to fly through as a transit point, going to Europe and other places, into on Thai Airlines or Qantas used to come into Bangkok. They go to Singapore now, but so I was coming here for 2 or 3 to 4 days, or many times a year.
Did you work for Qantas?
No, I just worked I was an IT specialist, so I was going around the world doing repairs and upgrades and things like that. So that was a different life, different time, many years ago. But so I met Or eventually, and we got married. Well, we went back to Australia 10 years ago, and we got married about 9 years ago. And we lived in Australia for the last 10 years. She started to lose a tie, so we had to come back here.
You moved to Thailand permanently?
In the beginning of October this year. I finally had to wait till I was 60 years of age to retire in Australia. That's when we can access our money, similar to your 401k, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So it was the day I hit 60 was the day I retired.
Yep.
The boss was real happy. Not. And we spent a month back in Australia just tidying up.
Yeah.
Had my son's wedding, and then we came up here and we've been here ever since, getting this house designed, built, changes made.
Temporary accommodations?
Yeah, we're in a little rental, one room, sort of standard Thai sort of studio sort of apartments.
Right here in this village?
No, we're in town, in Payak.
Oh, okay.
It's a very small little thing, but it'll do us for the next 9 months while the house is being built.
Which brings us to the next question. Whereabouts are we at right now?
This is a village just outside of Payak, Pisai, in the southern Mahasalakam province.
And what about the land? How did you acquire the land? Family?
It's family land. It's we bought it off her mother. Her mother owned, her auntie and mother combined owned most of this. Would be 28 rye around here. Now we've got 3 rye here, where the house lot sits, and her father's farm is the next 7 rye strip, and Or's got another just next to that. She's got a 7 rye strip, which is they do rice on as well. So we've got 10 rye in total, but we're separated by her father's farm.
Oh, okay. So, of course, moves us on to the house now. I watched, Paul's got a YouTube channel called Paul and
Paul's Thailand. Or and Paul's Thailand.
AOR?
Yeah, correct.
AOR. Or and Paul's Thailand.
And I say that wrong. It's supposed to be or, not or, but I'm Australian.
All right. So I watched his, I was just telling him a minute ago, I saw his first video when they first put dirt in here. When was that?
22.
22? Been that long? Sheesh. But I saw the first video he did here. I don't know if you were doing them before that, but and I don't even know how I stumbled onto your channel. I don't know if you'd contacted me on mine. I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
I think I found your channel and I dropped you a note about dropping dirt and said something like, yeah, we're about to do the same thing. Or,
okay.
That sort of, or we just did the same thing or something, one or the other.
Okay. So anyhow, his crew just got off break, it looked like. So
lunch.
Okay. What do we want to talk about first? First, okay, we talked about the land. What about, you just going to put in a regular septic system?
Yeah,
1,
standard.
2, 3.
There's 2 septics and 2 septics, 2 grey water. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the 2 bathrooms, hongnams, are together on the far side, because with each far corners, they're 2 bedrooms. And this corner is going to be my office. But so the bathrooms are on the other side of the house. So on the other side is going to be the 2 septic systems. Why there's 2, I'm not really sure. We've got to speak to the builder about that. But he does tend to over-engineer.
Right.
And we're going to have another grey water out the back, similar sort of position, but there's another grey water here because the Farang kitchen is this side of the house.
On this side?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're back-to-back with a Thai kitchen.
So just my thought on having 2 septic systems. At least if you have a problem with one, you still got one working.
Yeah.
Which most people won't. But
so we've got a 3-metre wide veranda up the back.
3 meter wide what?
Veranda, patio.
Oh, veranda.
Sorry.
I thought you said render. Veranda.
So I've got to speak slow.
No, that's fine.
The front's got a same sort of, it's 3 metres as well. The back's got a 3 metre, but it actually goes to 4 metres wide where the back door is, because that's where we're going to have an outdoor sitting area. And I can take you up there and show you.
Okay, is that in addition to these columns, or the columns will hold up the outer?
Yeah, the columns will hold up the outer, so that's the whole thing. So it's only a small house. It's not that big.
Okay.
It's 100. I think it's 165 square meters.
Okay.
Before we walk over and look at it, what about water?
Water, we've got a bore up the top there, top corner of the property.
Okay. How deep, do you know? How big?
That's about, it's 40 meters, but we've got the pump down about 36, about 4 meters up.
Yep.
And it gives, I was going to take a photo of the pump before I dropped it, but I forgot. So the litres per minute, gallons per minute, whichever way you want to talk, I'm not really sure. But it's a 1 horsepower Franklin pump. I think they're made in the US. Runs quite well. We did have a lot of problems initially getting it to run. There was power issues and
low voltage.
not so much low voltage, but we didn't have enough cable dimension. What do you call it? Spec to run enough current out to it.
Oh, okay. Too small a wire.
Yeah.
So that's the next question. Power. Did you have power here, or did you have to tie it in here?
That's the last. Oops, sorry. That's the last telegraph pole.
Yep.
We've got temporary power from PEA, and we've run it all the way up to the back of the property, there for the pump and everything else. PEA, or that's the builder actually put in a temporary box there, which has got a couple of power points in it, power outlets, so they can run there, whatever.
Yep.
Now they've also run power into their shed.
So this is like their storage, or are they sleeping in there?
No, that's storage. They're going to be sleeping up top there when it gets to that stage. These blokes live locals or like in town, so they go home every night.
That was my next question. Yep. And so, is this like a contract group, or just a bunch of guys that kind of put their arms around each other and work?
We've got a building company we found in town. We've seen some of these builds. We've been around to see some of these builds, and they were I thought they were top notch, good quality.
Yep.
He puts a lot of effort into it, and he's got no problems in changing things or discussing things.
Good.
There's obviously a little bit of translation issue because Paul doesn't know construction like I do, and I can tell her something, but whether she can put it into the correct tie. So there's lots of drawings, hand signals.
So what about the drawings for it? Or first start with design. Who designed it?
Well, we did. We designed it. We were going to go with see what he had in his books and just see if there was something we liked. But then I designed a house design, or run her eye over it, and so we went with her design, which is slightly different. The boss made a decision,
right?
So I did have a separate workshop / garage separate to the house, but now she prefers we've incorporated the carport into the house, which you'll see when we go up there a bit.
Okay.
So it's more compact than what I had. My one I think was 260 or some 250 square meters. So we're down to 165 now.
Okay. So did your contractor take care of the drawings then?
We gave him our drawings.
Yeah.
And said, "Can you draw this up for us? And if you find this is something that doesn't translate into Thai, I said, if you find anything that we've done wrong or there's a better way of doing it, happy for you to update the drawings."
Right.
They come back exactly the same as we'd drawn it. So I think he doesn't like to change things on any own bat. He wants you to.
You had mentioned that, I think. I think that was you that mentioned that to me. Okay, let's go take a look around, I think. And did you say how much land you have right here where the house is going to be?
Here, we've got down there where the two dams are. That's 3 rye, but without that section, that's about half rye. So we're about 2.5 rye here.
Okay, nice and big lot.
There's going to be a lot of trees, a lot of gardens and things in here. Plus,
and Paul was just saying they just brought this rebar in here, and he's not sure what it's for because it's so thick. And I'm kind of scratching my head too. I'm not sure, but I'm not familiar with what you're doing, so. Probably under the floor of the bathroom.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, I'm going to build a big man cave here.
Out here?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to eventually I want to have a big man cave and outdoor cooking area. And it's going to have barbecues and all that sort of stuff on it. I'm going to build my own pizza oven, stuff like that.
Now, I pulled in over there. Is that going to be the entrance?
No, that's the temporary entrance so her father can get in and out.
Okay.
That'll be blocked off. The main entrance is going to be here where this green stuff is.
Okay. Now this makes a little more sense.
And the driveway comes in, they curve up into the park. That's up there.
Open area there's parking?
Yep.
Okay. Covered, I assume?
And we'll be putting a driveway at that end of the property right against the boundary line. The father will come in and go down there.
And just get rid of this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here we walk up the 3 steps into the front veranda or patio. It's got to be 3, got to be 5, got to be 2.
Yep, I learned that.
Can't be 2, 4, or anything like that. And that's just around at the back corner. Will be our second bedroom, which is going to be our son's bedroom.
So the veranda goes 1, 2, 3,
yep.
And then a bedroom in a corner.
Yep. Which is you get to it from inside the house.
Yep.
Then you got 2 hong nam. One for
in the center section here.
Yep.
Or whatever this section is. Clear on the far end.
Yep. One's going to be open to the general area, so that's the guest bathroom. And the next one too, it's going to be part of the next one is a walk-in robe, so that's our private toilet / walk-in robe.
Come in from where that guy's standing, basically.
Yep. And our bedroom's up the back corner.
Entrance to the
house is one here. It's going to be there where the black and the orange is, about there.
Where that raised piece of...
Yep.
Okay, any idea why this is lower here?
The veranda areas are the same as wet areas. It's about 10 centimetres lower than the inside of the house.
They did that water ingress too.
Yep. Where you stand them in the blue stand now, that's a carport for the car. That back row there. There's another 3 steps here going up onto the back veranda. Where these 2 gentlemen are here, that's where it widens out to about 4 metres wide, the veranda. And that's where there's going to be a sitting area, general sitting area, and Thai kitchen.
And the 3 steps were where?
Here.
Oh, here. Okay.
These are the back steps, if you want to call it back steps.
Okay.
And like I say, in the middle here is going to be an open plan lounge.
Where there's
Dining.
no columns,
Yeah.
like where that short column is, probably just under the floor.
Yep. That's going to be holding the floor, and that doesn't go to the ceiling, so we've got a
Right.
big open space.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
He's designed a truss for across there to hold the weight.
How tall are walls?
3 metres, he said.
Yep, that's about what ours are.
I said to him I wanted at least 2.7 to 2.9, and he said he's made them 3, so that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
The other thing I was surprised, or not surprised about, but interested in, he's made the eaves 1.2 metres wide, extend past the house, the eave.
I like that.
I don't know what yours are, but I think what normal is. Like normally in
1.
Australia, it's 0.6, looks 600 mil.
I think ours are 1. I wanted 2, but to add all the columns and everything around, like I actually wanted 2 with a half overhang, just like you're going to get. But the contractors made it cost prohibitive. They wanted to charge me the same per square foot outside as what they're charging me inside. So I took all that off to get the number down to where I could
Well, he's charging
work
us
with it.
a cheaper price for the outside than the inside. I actually wanted a veranda the whole way around, all 4 sides.
Yep, that's what I originally designed.
But, that was cost prohibitive to do it all the way around. The afternoon, the hot sun is over this direction. In the hot
Say that
sun.
again?
The hot sun in the afternoons is in this direction in the afternoon. So I wanted to try and protect this part of the house, this side of the house, as much as possible.
Sure. Yep.
Which is why I got a big veranda at the front, and we'll have some trees and things out here.
If you look at my house, I got that white trim all the way around. I had to make sure they left whatever it is, half meter from there to the roof. So if I wanted to come in later and tie something in and hang it off there, I could do it.
Yeah, there's one American bloke. Well, I can't remember the name of his channel now. I haven't seen it for a while. He doesn't really do videos after the build of his house finished, but he actually built a similar to what I wanted to build another carport / man cave off the side of his house, and he tied it into his house. So he needs it to be wide, open area, undercover.
Oh,
Looks
I
nice.
don't think I've seen that one.
I'll try and find it, and I can forward you the link
Yeah,
to his
just
channel.
shoot me a link. Yeah. So did I catch 2 bedrooms?
2 bedrooms only,
Yep.
yep. Oh, this is my office, which I'm in trouble for because apparently it's bigger than our bedroom, and that's not nice. But that's going to be where all our services come into. That's going to be electric, the CCTV.
So the utility
data.
office, utility / office.
Yeah.
That will
And
save you.
it's probably my dog box when I get kicked out.
What are you going to do for landscaping, stuff like that? Or
Well,
you got
he's
any
put in the
plans?
standard 1 metre concrete all the way around.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The driveway concrete's out and goes out to there, the first section of that green, basically. After that, we'll be designing something. There's a fine point between loaded and overloaded.
I was going to say, I think you can get a few more on there. I actually seen him parked on the side of the road in town in there. And how long have they been working on this now?
I think it's only been 4 weeks, 5 weeks. What are we now? The beginning of the first week of December. So yeah, probably 5 weeks, I suppose. They did the pole driving. They come out and then they dug out around those and cut them to height. Then they put these concrete blocks, headers,
Yep.
or headers or something they call them, on top of the
The footing thing there?
the footing on top of the
On
pile.
top of the pile, yep. Pile cap, I was told.
Pile cap,
That's what
okay.
they call them.
So there's a big, huge, huge
Cage?
cage in there,
Yep.
and that's tied into this, or this is tied into that. And that was all done. That was left for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, while there was rice harvesting and carry on.
Yeah.
And there was also another build he was doing that he had to get all hands on deck to finish off. So that was another reason. But they were about a week and a half off curing this. This had good time to cure. And then about a week and a half, they've been putting this block in and then concreting in between the blocks, which is a fairly strong foundation.
Out here.
I don't think it's going to fall down in any hurry.
Oh, so it's double wall block
Yep.
like this, but filled.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And there's a fairly thick ring beam or whatever you want to call it going in. This is about the floor height, somewhere around here, finished floor height,
Wow.
once it's all done. It's a good metre off the ground.
Yeah, you don't have any. You ain't gonna have any water issues. You don't have any big rivers or anything near you, do you?
No, nothing.
I see a couple ponds or lakes or whatever over here.
Yeah, there's no. This is a fairly dry region of Thailand, like in this one. It's very dry down here. When there's places like Payak down the road, 12 k's down the road, it could rain there, and it'll be no rain here.
Yeah, we get that too. Look over at Kanthalak, and they got a storm over there, and we're sitting out there dry.
Yeah, so they're progressing. It's sometimes I'm sure you felt it as well. They seems to stop. Nothing's happening.
Right.
But some of that's concrete curing. Some of there's another build going on.
Right. It just physically doesn't look like anything's progressing, but sometimes it is. It just doesn't look like it.
Yeah. They come in and just start smashing things out, and it all goes. It all happens. It all just comes up.
Yep. So, what's the timeline on it? The expected timeline?
I expect it is the 30th of June.
30th of June.
They're just about to fire the
Yeah, we can walk over there if you want. They're going to cut some rebar, so we're going to move away.
Mm-hmm.
So, budget for it?
Let's touch under what I budgeted, the expected cost, but it's actually going to go over because there's a couple of unbudgeted costs that I just didn't think about. I forgot about budgeting to put the bore in, things like that.
Right.
And I under budgeted, if I get that word out, the cost of air conditioners here in Thailand.
Oh.
So I was looking at Thai What to Do and Global and that the other day, get an average price. It looks like air conditioning is going to take us to about 140,000 baht for all units. And that was a bit more than I expected.
Did you say 4 units?
5 units.
5 units.
I got to talk to him about it because he's got 2 for the main living area.
Okay.
I think they're 24,000 BTU. Do you need 24,000 BTUs for that area? I'm not really sure. Maybe for the hot season, but it seems a lot. I do my
I would agree.
I've got ducted heating in my house in Australia, and we get down to like 0, -3, -4, -5 sort of thing in the winter. And I've got a 20 kilowatt system. It does the whole 200 odd square meter house back down there, so I just think it's a bit of an overkill.
But I have to be honest with you, I'd rather have too much than not enough, because I see a lot of guys try to cut corners or it's close, so they just go with the smaller, cheaper one, and then you end up with a half-hot room.
Well, he's got an 18,000 BTU just for this office. I think it's separate one just for the office.
That's about right, because our bedroom's 18,000, and it's
the same size.
Pretty close, yeah. I think it's got to be close. And we got a 24 in our living room, but our living room is probably almost as long as that, but probably not quite as wide. I know it's not as wide, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't wait till the columns start going up, or basically the floor goes in and the columns go up.
Right.
That's when you'll start to see things really happening.
Yeah, and to take it one step further, it really takes shape when they start putting the steel on top. That's what I thought. Because then you can actually see, there's the shape of the house and the roof and everything else. So, do you have multiple, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, roof angles? And
no, there's only it's basically just 4 angles, four-sided. We've got 2 dormers, front and rear, with vents.
Okay.
There's one in the front and one in the back. We only just added them to the drawings last week, so he's done those up.
And added more budget for you?
Sorry?
A little more budget overrun for you?
No, he told us he wasn't going to charge for it. It was just included in the price. It wasn't going to.
So I'm just extend it all the way out here then.
So yeah, hopefully that'll keep the roof space cool. And the other thing I didn't budget for was the ceiling insulation.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's putting the sarking in underneath the tiles.
Yep.
But I forgot about budgeting for the ceiling insulation, which is. You can get some stuff from SCG, I think it's called. That's I've seen it in a couple of other videos. It's normal insulation, fiberglass insulation, but it's in a silver bag.
That's what ours is.
Oh, is it?
Yep, yeah. Yep. Which I kind of like myself. Cause
it's easy to lay.
Yeah,
you don't get so itchy
and shit, yeah.
Got the standard high-tech bending table up there for the Rio.
Oh, okay. Like a jig table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he got his finger then.
Oh.
One of the old blokes that does all the deliveries here. You might not want to put this on the video.
We had one guy got his kneecap with a grinder.
Oh.
Actually, there was a grinder with a masonry blade on it.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to cut top fence post off, and he had his foot right up there, and he's cutting on it and slips and cut it into his kneecap. That was the only real bad one we had. Okay, so that's a quick synopsis of Paul's build. I will put his YouTube channel down in the description. And if Paul, if you'd monitor the comments for a couple days,
Yeah.
because I'm sure somebody will probably have some questions for you.
Yep. Don't be too cruel.
I just delete those before you see them.
All right.
All right.
Thanks very much.
You bet. Nice to meet you, Paul.
No,
Finally.
thank you.